Okay, everybody, I just wanted to show you what I'm working on. It's in this program, online program called Tinkercad. I've been trying it out and making all kinds of things, and this is what I'm working on. It's a tray holder for shaving soap, and it looks just like that. Although when I go to print it, it's going to be in one color because I don't have a dual printer 3D printer, so I can only print in one color. So that's what I'm working on, and I'm getting used to this application. It's an online application, so this is what it looks like when you're looking at it 3D wise. So it'll hold, I think, 8 different shaving soaps, and these are like stoppers so they won't fall out of the tray. I was going to make them interlocking, like have like a tongue and groove kind of thing, so you could slip one right next to the other, but you know, I don't know. This is my first draft of it. I had like a couple of revisions, just trying to understand the modeling of it all, and getting it down to where this valley here, this groove cutout, was correct. I had one that was too small, then I had one that was too loose, and now, of course, you know, after many revisions, it's just right. So we'll see how it is. I'll take you over to the 3D printer to show you what it looks like printing. Okay, so here it is. It's printing, and it's been going now for a few hours now, 7 hours. But it's a 12-hour print because that's what the slicer said when I rendered it out for this machine to print, and you know, it is, you just let it go and it does its thing, and tomorrow when I wake up it'll be finished, and then I can see how my project went and make any corrections that I need to make, and then print it again. But you know, once you have the file just the way you want it, then you just hit go and it just makes it, and that's it. So I'll show you when it's all done, and hopefully it will help me. I wind up making these things for myself, and then sometimes people say, hey, I would love one of those things, like the flask holder. I must have sold like 25 of those things already. So I thought, well, I needed this anyway because I have a lot of sample soaps that I don't put regular, like, fancy labels on, because they're for samples. They go into a round tin that's like 1 ounce, but I have to keep the soap somewhere, so it goes into the tubs, and I want to keep those separate from any other soaps that I have. So and this will make storing soaps also easier as well. So that's what I'm doing, and I'll take you back here when it's all done. Okay, so we're back at the 3D printer, and it's completed. It took about 12 hours, a little more than 12 hours, and we have our completed 3D printed product, and I think it turned out quite well. I have tested it, and I know that the tubs fit, so I'm just going to just move this around. Sorry, I'm doing this one-handed, so I hope my skills as a cameraman are not that bad. But here we go. I'm just going to place some shaving soap in here. These are the tubs that I measured. They are absolutely perfectly, as you could see, perfect groove here that I made, and 4 absolutely fit perfectly from front to back with a slight gap, but hardly noticeable. So I'm gonna put more of them in so you could see. Sorry about that. And that's the way they are. They're gonna be like that on the rack. Perfectly fine. They fit, they're sturdy. You can move this around and they won't fall. They won't fall. And you know, of course, if you knock it over, it's gonna fall. But for my purposes, and I always make things for myself first, this is what I'm going to be using to store all my tubs of soap. And this is a standard tub that I think a lot of people might own. And if you are looking for something like this, if you have a collection of my soaps, this particular one holds 8 at a time. So if you want me to make you one, I will absolutely make you one. They'll be available on the website. All the information will be there because I have to figure out what the cost of the filament is and so on like that. So again, it is something that if you do order one and I don't have them in stock, most likely you'll have to wait a day or two because it takes 12 hours to make one, and then I'll ship it out. So that's what I have for you today, and you guys be safe, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.